It was 2:47 a.m. on a frigid November night in 2023 when my front door shattered into splinters. For men in tactical vests, flashlights slicing through the darkness, stormed into our cabin in Willow Creek, yelling, "Mason, get on the ground." I stumbled out of bed in my boxers, heart hammering, hands trembling, caught in a surreal nightmare. My 13-year-old son, Ethan, peeked from his room, his eyes wide with terror as these strangers tore through our home, barking about violations and seizures. Willow Creek had no HOA, but someone had been watching us, plotting this invasion for months. 8 months earlier, after losing my wife, Claire, to cancer, Ethan and I were drowning in grief. We moved to Willow Creek, a quiet lakeside hamlet in Oregon, for a fresh start. No HOA, just peace, or so I thought. Our neighbor, Mrs. Larson, a kind widow who'd lived there for decades, confirmed it. "No HOA here, dear. That's why we stay." I should have trusted my instincts when things started unraveling, but grief clouds your judgment. Claire always said I was too trusting, and she was right. I never imagined someone would twist her memory into a weapon against us. Willow Creek was a small community, maybe 25 homes, mostly retirees and families craving serenity. Ethan was homeschooling, pouring his heart into intricate Lego designs that would have made Claire proud. I worked remotely as a structural engineer, trying to hold our fragile world together. Our cabin overlooked the lake, and for a fleeting moment, I thought we'd found peace. Then Rachel Holt knocked on our door, and everything went to hell. Rachel, a polished woman in her late 40s, showed up with a clipboard and a hulking guy named Vince Carter, her security advisor. Something felt off immediately. Why bring muscle to a neighborly chat? Nothing. "I'm Rachel Holt, president of a new Willow Creek HOA," she said, her smile sharp as a blade. "This is Vince." My stomach dropped. Claire had worked with Rachel years ago at a real estate firm, and her words echoed in my mind. Rachel preys on vulnerable clients. I reported her to the state board. "She threatened to ruin me," I stammered. "There's no HOA here. I checked before buying." Rachel's eyes glinted. "Things change, Nathan. After Claire's tragedy, residents wanted stronger community standards." The way she said Claire's name made my skin crawl, like she was savoring it. The harassment started swiftly. A letter arrived, citing my pickup truck as a commercial vehicle violation, $250 fine. I called Rachel, furious. "This is my personal truck." Her voice was ice. "Regulations protect everyone, Nathan." Claire valued rules, didn't she? More notices followed, fines climbing to $900. I found a hidden camera in a fake birdhouse by our mailbox. When I confronted Rachel, she didn't flinch. HOA-approved security measure. She knew too much. Me counseling sessions, Ethan's schedule, even Claire's life insurance. "Hope you're managing financially," she'd say, her smile predatory. By week 4, Rachel's threats escalated. She and Vince delivered an ultimatum: comply by Monday or face property seizure at 3 a.m. Claire wouldn't want Ethan to lose his home, she taunted. I was done. "Stop using my wife's name." Her mask slipped, revealing something sinister. "Why? We're all mourning her." That night, I reviewed firearm safety with Ethan, sensing real danger. "Real authorities show badges, son. Trust your gut." At 2:45 a.m., headlights pierced the darkness. Engines roared, then silenced. At 3:03 a.m., our door exploded. 4 men in HOA enforcement vests stormed in, led by a stocky man named Marcus Reed. "Property seizure in progress," he barked. They ransacked our home, cataloging valuables, not violations. Their vests looked cheap, their warrants flimsy. Ethan, watching from the hallway, saw my fear and knew this wasn't legitimate. When Marcus demanded asset records and grabbed for restraints, Ethan acted. He'd open our gun safe, just as I'd taught him. Holding a .22 pistol, he shouted, "Back off, my dad." Marcus laughed until Ethan fired a warning shot into the wall. "That's no toy." When Marcus lunged, Ethan fired again, hitting his leg. Marcus collapsed, groaning. This wasn't supposed to happen. His accomplices fled, engines roaring into the night. Ethan trembled but held the gun steady until I took it. "You saved us, son," I said, hugging him. Marcus, bleeding, confessed. "Rachel hired us. Said it was legal debt collection for HOA violations." I called 911 and Detective Laura Bennett arrived. Marcus's documents were fake typos, wrong seals. His phone revealed Rachel's texts and a $2,000 payment. She'd lied to him, too. "There's no Willow Creek HOA," I told him. His shock was real. Rachel's arrest uncovered a chilling scheme. Her office held forged HOA documents for 9 fake communities, surveillance photos of 12 families, and a list titled Claire Mason's Final Reckoning. She'd targeted grieving widows and widowers, forcing panic sales at 40% below market value. Mrs. Larson nearly lost her $400,000 home for $150,000. Rachel confessed her motive. Claire's report cost her her license and career. "She died too easily," Rachel spat. "I wanted Nathan to suffer." Rachel faced 14 years for fraud, extortion, and conspiracy. Her $420,000 in illicit profits compensated 9 families for $1.4 million in losses. Willow Creek formed a real HOA transparent, with $60 yearly fees. Ethan, now 14, became a youth safety advocate, designing security systems and speaking at schools. But 6 months later, an envelope slid under our door, photos of us and a note: "Some debts never settle." Then Ethan asked, "Dad, why's a woman who looks like Rachel, but younger, watching our house? What would you do if someone targeted your family for years-old grudges? Should kids be trained to defend their homes? Or is that too dangerous? Have you ever faced fake authority?" Comment below, hit like, and subscribe for more gripping stories.